Hey there, welcome back to Doc's Garage. Bit of an update with the Ford Territory and the service. I'm playing games with the camera person, seeing if they can keep an eye on me while I'm moving up and down and around. And quote of the day, it's better have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. That may come into play. Right, so we changed some brake calipers in this 2004 Ford Territory with 106,000 kilometres on it. No idea what the service history is, so you just got to start from scratch. You just do everything, work your way back. Started with the air, oil and fuel filters. Put some new brake pads in. As you know, when we go to put brake pads in, we take an old ones out, but they're skinnier, so the cylinders come out. We've got to push the cylinders back in to get new brake pads in. This is the caliper out of that one. We push the caliper in. What ultimately you would like to do with a car with 106,000 Ks on it, get some compressed air and pop the cylinders out, clean them up, get all the fucking crap out there, put a new O-ring on there. It costs you bugger all, but anyway, they're doing this on a budget, on the dole, on the rock and roll. Anyway, so we've gone to push the cylinders in, whack the pads in, pump it out. The thing's sticking, won't retract in a little bit like it should. So we take the caliper out to go get a new one. The brake fluid's leaked out of the master cylinder. So we put it all back together. Oh, I'll show you the other classic as well. Come this way, camera person. The bleeder nipple for this one is up the top and the feeder hose is at the bottom. This is a slightly different model, Territory. And the hose of this one goes in at the top and the bleeder nipple's at the bottom. So I had to rearrange the hard line that comes out of the caliper and make sure it clears everything when you open, turn the wheel either way, but the brake pads went in to the caliper, which is the most important thing. Anyway, so put fluid in there, go to pump it up, we've got nothing. By the way, put some Shellite in there to flush the system out like you do. Ended up vacuuming it out, vacuumed out the dirty brake fluid as well. Anyway, so pop Shellite in there, go to pump it up, nothing. Take the brake lines off, put my fingers on there, pumping, nothing. So what we ended up doing is making up this way, can press on. These little bad boys that are reversible, and they're just barbs, and they screw into the master cylinder with the hose, and it spits the fluid back into the reservoir of the master cylinder. And we just keep doing that until we get the air out, and that works. So we've got fluid coming out of the system, and that was still, it wasn't straightforward. Every time you take the foot off the pedal, they want to draw air back in. So what I was doing was crimping the line so it could draw fluid into the cylinder, because it's taken the least path of resistance, and air is easy to suck than fluid. So yeah, crimping the line off, foot down, crimp the line, sucks fluid into the cylinder, spit it out. Anyway, so got that working. Bled up the front brakes and used this method with the tube going into a bottle. That's the crap that come out of the front calipers. Wait until you've got nice clear blue liquid, and then we swap it over to our other bottle. It's got nice clean fluid in it, and that weight actually helps it sit at the bottom under the fluid, so it doesn't pick up any air. And you can just do it by yourself. Just pump it all the way, just cycle it through until you've got a pedal. Anyway, so the front is done, but the back, we've got no luck with the back. It's not happy days. Now I can't find if this has got a proportional valve or not. Hello, camera person. Can't find if it's got a proportional valve or not. The lines go up and then behind the thing. Now it may well do with the ABS and the computer. It may do it off the air pressures and stuff like that. It may work it out something like that. I don't know, but I'm going to treat it like it has got a proportional valve. So I'm going to go to the back furthest part of the car and the caliper and compress the pistons in to force fluid back up and into the master cylinder. Now, the reason nothing's happening is because, like I said just before, that stuff follows the least path of resistance, and air is easier to suck than fluid. So, yeah, that's when you take your pedal off, yeah, it just sucks in bloody water. Yeah, so anyway, so what I'm going to do is take this sucker off, the caliper, which, as you can see, I haven't pre-done it. I've got 30 minutes thereabouts to do this. And then my cameraman just goes on, camera person just goes on strike. We don't have editing or anything like that, so let's just see how far we can get, if we can fix this problem. Mind you, this was just a simple whacking some pads in. Whack the pads in. Ah, sticky caliper. Yeah, great, sticky caliper. It's turned into a complete cluster. You know, whatever it is. Anyway. But you've got to keep going. You can't just give up. What I call a mechanic. Unfortunately, when I've looked on YouTube, there's no answers. No answers at all. Well, you know, bits and pieces. But no full answers, and I actually come across my own video trying to sort this out. All right, so we've got movement on this caliper, beautiful. It's not seized or anything, and what I'm doing is actually pushing the cylinders in, but just do as much as you can by hand, and out comes the caliper. Yep, pads are in place. This is a single pot. There you go. We've got 2 pots. Our pistons on the front. Now this is slightly not great, so what I'll do is I'll get a socket and pop that in there, and then too big. There we go, a spark plug. One is what we're after. Okie dokie, hold on. I don't know if you can hear that beeping in the background, but we've got little storage cabinets here. And that's one of the storage cabinets. And it's been doing it for months. And you think you get used to it and not worry about it? But no, I haven't. It's driving me mad. It's like Chinese water torture. Now, because it's got 106,000 Ks on the clock, and the caliper and the lines had a lot of fucking crap in them, what happens is the piston itself, or the wall of the piston, gets like sludge on there, and well, you can imagine, you know, we're pushing the piston back against dirty walls of the caliper. So that's why it can be a little bit hard, a little bit of resistance in there. But it's going, don't force it too much, just put pressure on it and wait a sec, let the pressure come off. It's got a bit more to go. Hold it, we've got some fluid leaking out of the bleeder valve. Tighten that up. Yeah. Okay, this is pretty hard to turn. Now it's nice and easy. Turn that upside down. Might add a little kink nose maybe. Or that bleeder valve is actually looser And it looks, now it looks all the way in. Don't want to break it. So, same procedure on the other side. We're going a 12 and an 18. Something to push the piston in with. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. But when the bolt's facing around the wrong way, instead of you looking at it, it's looking at you. You've got to go the other way, which is a bit disorientating. Or when you're on the crawler and you've got something up in a weird position and you've sort of lost which way's the front of the car, which way's the back of the car. And sometimes when you're sitting there thinking that you're undoing something, you're actually doing it up. There we go. Can't fly any further when it does that. Okay. And then down home. There we go. Some of the mad injuries I've done by undoing stuck nuts and bolts, like pushing away and it comes undone, and then you hit the seam, edge bit of it, the car or some shit like that. Very painful, and you get lots of grease and dirt and corruption in it. So it's going the wrong way just then. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. So, we've got to go the other way around because we're facing the wrong way. And there's a bit of an order to it now. Why aren't I using some sort of electric bloody tool or something to undo this bolt? Because I'm broke, I'm on the rock and roll. So I've got hand tools and it takes longer. But normally open ender, ring spanner, they're pretty good. You always go with the ring spanner first because you're less likely to damage the bolt and the nut. Crack it with a breaker bar. Use a socket, a ratchet. If you can go a bit quicker with that to start off with. But you can't use the ratchet. Use the old spanner, the old open ender, etc., etc. And think lazy. Now this has got a bit of pressure on it, obviously. I don't know why. Brake caliper. Okay. Need a socket. Not the same size because each one for the other side. Right, we got a tube socket. Seems to be deep enough to get into the piston, get to the bottom of it. Okay, let's push this bad boy in. This is going in nice and easy, which is, I don't know, good or bad. There should be a bit of fluid in there, good resistance. I'd say it'd be a bit of air to start off with. But I'm just going to say and centralise this up a bit because I'm not dead square on the piston or the socket. And now I am. There we go. Going nice and easy. I can hear the fluid squeezing out of it too. So like I said, if there is a proportional valve, I've just rammed the fluid back up to the master cylinder. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, by the way. It's taken me all day to get to this stage. Run out of brake fluid, had to go back to the Big Green Giant warehouse and buy some more. Well, I didn't actually. I had to return a hammer that I bought. I'll have to rebuy again on payday. It was $10. Good price. Okay, so we've got tube and bottle. No. Like I said, better to have it, not need it, than leave it to not have it. So a couple of blocks of wood. I did have it sitting on the stand, but now we've got that sitting on there. There we go. It's just sitting high above the liquid. So I guess I need another piece of wood. Even though it's the crap and corruption coming out first, still pays us to have the end of the tube submerged. And like I said, those little weights help. There we go. No, that's good. All right, that's good. Check the master cylinder, and it's got plenty of fluid. Okay. Spanner to undo bleeding nickel. Go to the furthest one, replace this one here. Doesn't really matter, they've both got to be done. Anyway, this is probably furthest anyway because, and I've got the tube on it already, the master cylinder's on this side, but then the ABS module goes over the left side, and then the brake lines run down the left-hand side of the car and then comes over here. So this is actually the furthest one from the master cylinder. So there you go, start with the right one. Make it easy for yourself. Put some lights, what are you doing? Get some glasses so you can see what you're doing. Rightio. Crack that nipple. Hello. We have movement. And it's, can you get a look at that camera person? On the clear tube, there's just rubbish in there and milky and air bubbles. But is anything coming out? I wonder if it moved or not.
It's going up and then down.
Yeah, okay. That's what I'm after. Let's see if anything's submerged. Certainly is. So, let's get some air out of this system. Hopefully I keep doing this until this blue liquid. I've been going with like 3 pumps. A sigh, that didn't sound good. doing this by myself. I don't know if I'm getting the result at the back or not. And the pedals not going to the floor. It feels like it's getting stopped. Something. So apparently the ABS maybe should, so I brought the keys down. Wait a moment. The bladder valve could have been opened a little bit more. What am I doing? I'm going to open it so crap will flow out of it. It feels like it's doing the same thing going. Shit's going hard. Yes, just confirm vehicle profile, vehicle territory, 4 litre, double overhead cam VC2, 04, gasoline, automatic, 4-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, type SX, ID, yes. Quick scan, control modules, vehicle profile, special functions, module programming, special functions, powertrain, chassis. Braking, steering angle sensor calibration, no, I want the other one. Steering angle sensor calibration. Start engine or crank for 5 seconds. Okay. Okay, turn ignition to the off position. Okay. I don't want to do the steering wheel angle sensor calibration. No communication. Check if the scan tool is correctly connected to the vehicle. Yeah, it is. Oh, make sure the ignition's turned on. Okay. Make sure the battery's, yeah, okay. Turn the ignition to the off position. Didn't you say turn it on? Now it's saying turn it off. Make sure the steering wheel is set straight ahead. Calibration reclaim complete pass. Okay. Turn it off. Braking, yes. No. Braking, yes. I can't go to the braking powertrain, make sure. Anti-lock braking. No communication, right. ECU information recode, keycode, live data, active text. Yeah. Okay. So I can turn it on and off. Okay. Got stuff in there. This is open. Oh, online. Looks like we're getting close to time there, folks. But yes, all right. So had no fluid in the system, no pedal, no pumping, no working. Okay, we got pop these things on the master cylinder. Took the two brake lines off to go to the ABS module. Put these lines on there and made it recirculate back into the reservoir, and had to do quite a few pumps to get the air out. That's just out of the master cylinder. We got that working, and we pumped up the front brakes, or bled the front brakes. That is the rubbish that come out to start off with. And then when there was blue liquid in the line, shut the bleeder nipple, taken the hose off, gone to the other side, done that. So now up to the back brakes. As you can see, I'm pumping and there's no fluid come through. I'll put the G-clamps on there, forced fluid back up through the line, back up to the ABS pump. I can turn the ABS pump off and on. And to be honest, I don't know what that is meant to do, but I'm bloody bleeding it. If it's got no fluid in it, which it must do because the front is bled, I'll work this out and I'll get back to you. Why there's fluid not happening in the back one? All right, so we'll get back to it. But yeah, that's why I fixed it. Sticky brake caliper. It leaks out of fluid. Got an airlock in it, but yeah, fixing the airlock. Making up some barbs. Going to the wreckers, side cutters. Yeah. And they only charged me $1 for them, or something like that. It was very cheap, I don't remember. Anyway, we'll get back to you next time. Thanks for watching Daph's Garage, and stay tuned for the update. All right, bye.